always go, train your hip flexors, and that's what we're gonna stretch out your hip flexors, and then you can train them as far as some other stuff. But I think muscle needs to be stretched and also strengthened. So I'm gonna do some stretching exercises that's going to get a little bit more range of motion in your upper hips, so those knees can come up real high, so you can always rest your chin on your knee, you know. And so what we want to try to do is get rid of this impingement right here. So one of my favorite moves, it's very simple, and Kayle, if you're ready, we'll go ahead and come back here. We're going to go back to the floor for this one. I'm going to do two different moves today. And what we're going to do is put our knees back on our little sliders and just grab our yin bag, which weighs about 15, 18 pounds. And we're going to put this on our lower back again. Lower it down. Kind of rest up against the chair. So we got a little bit of spine movement here. So now what we're going to do, Kayle, is let's start moving your left knee up and your other one back. There you go. And just kind of sit here like this, just for a second here. And then let's sit back a little further. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get that upper leg further up, come up a little higher, a little bit higher. There you go. And kind of sit down on that knee. What we're doing is we're opening up our knee, and we're getting that knee to come up a little bit higher in your body. So what we're trying to do is get rid of the space right here. So and if you can get your foot on the side of your hip is what your goal should be on this one. So what we're trying to do, we're smashing everything right down there. Got a little bit of weight back there. Let's go ahead and rest for a second. Kind of stretch out a little bit and just lengthen out. So you can take this back knee up, pretend like you're running, and then scoot up. So now you're falling. There you go. Nice move. This will get that heel back to your behind, like all good runners do. You can kind of come off the chair for a little bit and just really kind of angle that weight in that hip. And the more you can kind of slide your foot out to the side, it'll work that interior hip rotation. So slide that knee out just slightly and then come on down. I bet you can feel that in that hip, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
So now we're here sliding back, and then kind of move over inside here, slide it back. So we're keeping that knee on the side there. And then come on down. Slide out, lengthen. So now we're getting some nice play in that knee, coming down. I'm going to go ahead and switch sides so the audience can see a little bit better. So what I'm trying to do is start all over, but come up forward. So I'm here. See, once you get used to this, then just letting your knees slide back in, just kind of sliding back here, working those knees. See, up here, so you get some movement in those hips. Okay? There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
Flex on this side's tight.
And so now you're just kind of open. See, I'm sit down here like this, come up tall for a second. There we go. That'll hit that hip flexor on this one going back too. You'll know where you're tight once you do this movement.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's tight on this side too.
Yeah.
Lean a little bit. Maybe extend your chair out a little bit. Get a little longer. Come down your elbows. Lengthen. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now what we'll try to do, I'm going to take this foot out just a little bit. come out to the side just a hair. There you go, and foot out. So now I'm kind of coming inside here. I'm going to remove the chair. I'm just going to come in here like this. So now I'm getting this down to my armpit, okay? Down here. Come on down. See, here, sliding out, lengthening. Sliding out, lengthens out. There you go. Try to keep this foot flat, lengthen. Push out, push, lengthen. Here, so now you're down here. So you got this knee nice and tight down this area here. Open up those hips. Good. Okay, let's go ahead. Like I said, have fun with it. Like I said, you can move these things around everywhere. See, like here. Not here, so now I'm over here. I'm supported by the chair. So if you have tightness, like here, move this out this way. Okay, here, change your angles. Change your angles here. Sports is a ton of different angles. So get used to moving your hips around. You squeeze them together, squeeze them apart. Move, down, dip. One knee up, one knee back. Switch. See, now we're moving. We're getting some movement going. There you go. Open. Got a little weight. Open wide. There you go. Lengthen up. Lengthen. There you go. Lengthen. There you go. Put them together. Sit back. Sit wide. Open. Open. Lengthen. Move. Up. Sit down. Round. Lengthen. Back and forth. Let those knees do a lot of work. Lengthen. There you go. See, now you're here. Up tall. Lengthen this way. There we go. There we go. Wide. There we go. Squeeze them together. Why not? There you go. So basically what this will do is get you great movement inside the hip sockets. Like I said, have fun with it. Squeeze it around. Sit back. Just get used to sitting on your feet. Like so. This will open up your feet. This. And then later on, I would just practice on put the bolster underneath. Depends on how deep you can get. But what you want to do is be able to sit back, your feet out here, and sit down. And then you can start making your moves back this way. Here, grab this, here, push up. Now you're here. Here, and back further. Push, push, lengthen out. Push, hit your feet. Now you're down your elbows. Push, lengthen. And that's how we open up a lot of the movement, gets movement in those hips. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate one more little opener, which I like to do with the yin strap, and so I'll go ahead and demonstrate that right now. And what we're going to do is move the sliders. Go ahead and grab your yin strap. Okay, this is one of my favorite moves. I've always had real tight hips. And in fact, when I went to a Yin class up in Chicago back when I was 48, I'm going to be 70. And my hips were a lot tighter when I was 48 than they are at 70. I went to a Paulie Zink seminar. I spent 1 week with each one of them. And they said I was the tightest guy they've ever seen. So I made a lot of pushing and pulling and progress over the years. So, but I had to kind of do it a little bit more forcibly because I was so tight, because I played a lot of basketball, did a lot of weightlifting. That's kind of my background. And by the time those old weightlifters, those athletes get a little bit older, it's misery because your back hurts, your hips hurt. So what I'm trying to do is get you guys prepared for life. It's not just the sports, but this is life, because you don't want to be in pain. Like I said, when you feel nothing, you enjoy life. So when your arm doesn't hurt, your hip doesn't hurt, it's great. You can mow the yard, do more things, walk the dog, whatever you got to do. But when you're in pain, you want to sit on that couch. And when you're sitting on the couch, there goes your cardio, there goes everything. So what you want to do is try to keep moving. Everything's about mobility. Your muscles are about mobility. Your cardio is about mobility. You lose your mobility in your joints, you lose everything. Your cardio, muscles, everything. So stay with mobility. Think mobility. Mobility, mobility, mobility. So we're going to work on a tight hip. All right. This is our yin.
Tight hip here.
This is our little yin strap. And what we're going to do, kind of tighten this up a little bit. So you have a little clip here. You can adjust this back and forth. And then we have all the little compartments to put your foot or your hand, whatever you want to do. There's this thing has so many variations you can do with this thing. It's tremendous. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just lean back on my little bolster here. I'm going to put my foot up here. And I'm going to get this nice and put this in just a second notch here. Make it nice and snug. Now I'm going to put this, and you can kind of adjust as you get, depending on your flexibility, you kind of adjust this. So what we have is our hip right here, okay? So, you can do a lot of things like this where you kind of learn how to watch TV, grab your hip. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to work on this hip mobility. And so as you get used to it, what you want to do, and I kind of started this movement in the bathtub, to be honest with you. And I said, I wanted to get my hip down inside the bathtub and try to open up this hip. I had a lot of hip impingements right in this area here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this foot and we're going to lean over this way. So you want to lean towards me. And what we want to try to do, okay, is get this hip straight as you can, okay? And if you need to put maybe a sandbag in there or something to help you out, I'll put a sandbag right there, okay? So what I'm going to do, get down here, and I'm just going to go like this. So I'm here. And see, I got this hand where I'm just going to pull this foot up, and then I'm going to come over here and lean on it, just a hair. And I'm just going to rest. This is going to open up that side hip there. You can kind of massage it, open it up, reach, get up that foot up as high as you can, up here. Like if you're sitting there just watching TV, you just do this. One of the things I try to do, Kayle, too, is this helps if you rest one foot up high, then you put the other one down here. So you got a little bit better angle. So go ahead and come around and grab that chair and put your foot up. It'll help you. Okay? There you go. Okay, so now I got some play here. I can grab this, I can tighten this up. If I want my foot up a little higher, I can tighten this. So now I'm just here. Now, see, I can come down here, and I can use this foot as a support, and then just kind of lengthen out. So here's your move right here. So if you're sitting at home watching TV or doing anything, all you gotta do is just sit here like this. Then as you get more comfortable, this hip will start to open up. Then, like I said, then you can kind of turn around. The further you go around, the further this foot's gonna come up, and this hip's gonna open. So then just reach out, like so, and here, take a nap. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. So the higher you can get this hip, like so, as you can see, I keep working, and if I want to get this little, like this, a little tighter, here, here, here. So now you're up here. See, so you're here. Now, like if you were doing, like your yoga moves, you're here. So you're up here. So you're just like this. And you can, so you got this nice support here. So if you're just kind of watching TV, you want to open up this way, open this hip up, push down here. Would you hand me that weight back for a second? And then what I would do is say this knee's up a little too high, put the weight back right on this knee. So now you're here. Now just lean back. See how that opens up? Now you're here. So you just keep playing with it. Here, here, here. Open. There you go. Move this foot around. There you go. Oh, there, here. Squeeze, lean back. Get this foot up high. And here. Now you can kind of lean over this way. Bring your foot to the floor. There you go. And then lean that way. And then lean back. There you go. So now you're kind of up here. Now let's say you're doing your yoga moves. Now I'm here. Then I can just come down and grab my foot here. And this foot's up high where you want it. And you're here. Okay. There you go. So yes, that's getting there. So like I said, always sandbag it. Let that hip open up. Like I said, even when you're doing your one-legged things, which, you know, that's for another video. But like I said, I use this. I use the yin bag, the yin strap. You can't go wrong. Your flexibility, your athleticism, you will just feel totally good. I tell you, these are the two best things. That's all I need is maybe a chair, a bolster, and some sliders, and I can open up any part of your body that you want, any joint you can speak of. So follow Rick Rutledge is my name. Follow Yin Life. I tell you what, this is where it's at. I'm telling you. I've been doing it. I've been doing this stuff for a lot of years, and I said until I developed these things, I really didn't make that much progress. And I'm almost 70 years old in a couple months, and I said if I can do it, you guys can do it at 30, 40, 50, 60. So I said, so you don't be like, you know, an old guy like Mike Tyson trying to fight anymore. I said, what you want to do is open that body up, and maybe he would have whipped that guy's ass. So, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. You're welcome.